The year has caught happiness as convener of #RevolutionNow and global journalist Omoyele Sowore regains freedom after spending 18 days in DSS detention after his first short-lived release on December 5th that lasted less than 15 hours. Omoyele Sowore was arrested by the DSS for calling Nigerians out to protest bad governance and has been kept in custody since August 2nd, 2019. The Buhari regime has been hit with several calls across the world for his release. Despite meeting stringent bail conditions, he was still being held for months. He's been received today at the DSS headquarters in Abuja by members of his legal team and comrades. There are high indicators suggesting that Sambo Desuki, former National Security Advisor who has been in custody since 2015, will be released today also. Really? So guys, a lot of people say, oh, until he's been released before they will believe. The DSS, the AGF, Malami ordered the release of Sowore, and they were putting all the documentations together. But now everything is be done final. But they said to release Dasuki and Omoyele Sowore. But in as much they said the release was for the two of them, and Sowore has been released, and definitely in no time Dasuki must have been released or released already. Can you see how these people, how they, I don't just know. At the end of the day, with all this their grandstanding, with all this their gra. Oh, the AGF was saying in one of the interviews, he said treason is treason. The ones that were fighting and insulting people yesterday, then what is now their end? What is their end at the end of the day? And people are happy now, people are rejoicing, but some people are still like, you should be careful. Of course, I think in this time around, they are not going to go the way they went the other time when they released him. And after some hours, he was rearrested. I'm sure they will not want to try that. They will not want to try that. I'm sure they are learning in a hard way. Everyone who is involved, whether the government, the DSS, the AGF, they have learned in a hard way. Why would you want to be holding ground? Is this your father's property? The Nigerian belongs to everybody, but some people who just think that they are more Nigerian than others. Why? Why embarrassing yourself? Why must you go to this extent? Even in the era of a military, people could still talk, people could still challenge them. Not to talk of when we are professing democracy and they are just turning everything upside down. One thing is that everybody must continue to speak, because these people, I don't know what they are thinking in their mind. I don't know what their problem is. I don't know what's their agenda they really have. Oh, this is really terrible. Someone says, US, thank you very much for teaching these people a great lesson. Someone said the fear of America is the beginning of real democracy in Nigeria. Without the letter written to Malami by USA, they wouldn't have complied to court orders. Please, US should beam more searchlights on Nigeria. That's what somebody say. And someone say, what do you mean? And someone says, you are, they are really abusing themselves. They can abuse. I think these people who are really responding now, they are not really happy with what is happening. At the end of the day, all the people you are supporting, they have no liver. They have no reason for, whatsoever to justify all their actions. But you guys are just supporting them blindly. Then what happens at the end of the day? Why keeping the guy now? Then what was the reason for keeping him? No court warrant, no court order to arrest him, nothing. You didn't make any complaint in the court. As we speak now, these people are something else. And you continue to support this kind of government. Very unfortunate. Release again. Who knows how many hours this is second release will last. This government is not serious at all. At all, they are not serious, according to what somebody is saying. Whoso high, how did they now? They are now afraid of America. That's why they quickly rushed, because the AGF has been written a letter by the US. Beginning of the new happy new day. Wow. Happy. Hope their last meal in detention was not poison. The gesture is suspicious beyond the innocence or otherwise of both Dasuki and Sowore. It is commendable that it took the intervention of threats of America before a democratic government could obey court orders and pretenses. Now they are even writing that how Buhari regime has obeyed court order. That is what they are saying now. I don't know their people, their house now. They say Buhari has obeyed court order. You can imagine, obeyed court order. Which court order? The one, because there was nothing on ground. Because the court order that they deceived Nigeria, that they obeyed, in less than 15 hours, he was rearrested. Until then, nothing, his case was not in court, not anywhere. And AGS said he ordered the DSS to, that he took over the case from them. At the end of the day now, what really happened? What did he do? Nothing. Because Falana has been saying, you have no moral justification to hold him, and you don't need anybody or any form of ceremony to say, oh, you need some people before you could release him. Whether we like it or not, the threat from America is really, it really shook them, and it made them, to be jittering. So now they've been able to expose this guy beyond what they thought. They've been able to expose him beyond, and they've made him popular. They've really made him popular. When you think that you are all and all, you have everything. Even when you have a good intention to do some things, but if you overdo it, just go overboard, at the end of the day, you'll be disgraced, you'll be embarrassed. It would have been better, just do things accordingly. Just like I always say, if you know that you have come to serve the people, do your part and leave. People were there before you came in. They did not hold on to power like this. They were not so bitter like this. So what is your own? No Nigerian is more Nigerian than others. But I don't know the mentality these guys really have. They think everything is money. You are sharing money among yourself, and yet the people who are living in abject poverty, and you don't want people to talk about it. You don't want people to talk about it. If they had allowed this protest, to have taken place since that on the 5th of August, the protest would have gone and everything would have been over by now. But see now, well, that is the way they wanted to project this guy. All those who are saying Sowore was looking for cheap popularity, they should ask the government they are supporting that the government helped him. They really helped him to be more popular. They really pushed him to be more popular. They really supported his popularity. They helped him a lot. If they had allowed him, just let him do this thing, that would have been the end. But let us see what is going to happen. Just like somebody was saying, that I hope this second release will not be like the other first release. After some time now, they want to do something. Everybody should just be careful. Everybody should just be on the watch, because before you know it again, they want to bring up something. But if they really love themselves, I think they should just allow the sleeping dog to lie. They should just respect themselves and do the needful and concentrate on how to move this country forward, because all of these things are just distraction, and yet nothing is moving forward. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Instead of them to concentrate on the real reason why people really elected them, they are distracting themselves. Maybe because they are not they don't have enough idea to move the country forward, because as we can see, the whole thing, they are just moving around circle without meaningful achievements. So let's just see what will happen at the end of the day, if they are still going to arrest him, or they will allow a sleeping dog to lie. Someone say, please, my man, use your power to release illegal detained journalists across the nations. Please, my man, God bless America. Donald Trump, thanks. Can this government be sincere? Democracy will surely reign in Nigeria. We don't need autocratic government. This is militant government in disguise, so that what happened to Fela won't reoccur. Sowore, go back to US and check your body system. This government is deadly. Don't trust them. Someone said the fear of Trump is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of Trump is the beginning of wisdom. Like what Femi Adesina said, we'll continue to say what they said now, that the people who care about his rearrest are not, they are just minimal. They are not, just try to wave them off. That means they are not really important. That is the insinuation. That is the interpretation. If they are minimal, them is, and a whole country, a whole US threaten you guys, wrote them, because we learned that they wrote the AGF. And quickly they put everything together. Okay, just go. So guys, that is just the latest. Sowore has been released finally. Thank you all for all your comments and your like and all your support. Leave your comments below and let's hear what you feel about this new development. Thank you.